everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you haven't watched my videos previously, then my name's Frankie. Welcome to the channel. And today's video is going to be a quick chit chat about me and a little bit just background information about myself. It has dawned on me that a lot of you guys have kindly been subscribing to my channel, and you've also been watching my videos, and actually bar the IVF and being a mummy, you don't really know too much about me and Jake. So I thought it'd be quite interesting for you guys to know a little bit about me, and I thought it's a bit of time for chit chat time while Eliza's having her afternoon nap, which my daughter has been napping a huge amount today. She's all okay, but just being lazy. So, but you never wake a sleeping baby apparently. So they say. So yeah, my name's Francesca, but most people call me Frankie. I would say not many people call me Francesca, probably my mum and a couple of my colleagues. I always introduce myself as Frankie, and yeah, it's just been the name I've had all my life. I'm 31 years old. I'll be 32 this summer, and we live just on the Kent and London border in a place called Bromley, and I've pretty much lived here for most of my life. I think we moved to this sort of area when I was 8 or 9 years old, and we'd moved from Dulwich and Crystal Palace, and we moved to a little village within Bromley called Hayes, which were the best years of my life. I loved going to my primary school there. I loved going to my secondary school there. I have very many happy memories growing up, and it was just a really lovely place to grow up in. I actually work as a credit controller for an insurance brokers up in the city. So I don't work too far from London Bridge. So I do have about an hour and a half commute door to door. And you would probably think, why, being only 10 miles away? But it is what it is. I am unfortunately on a slow train line with no shortcuts. So, but saying that, I have worked in the city for most of my working career, and it just comes natural to you and you get used to it. And I would never have said that I particularly always wanted to work in insurance. It was a case of I left school at 17. I knew that I wanted to start earning some of my own money, and I knew that I wanted to do an office-based job. So I applied for a whole range of jobs, and the first job offer that I did get was for an insurance broker's to work in the accounts department. And I knew that accounts would be a strong point for me because I was always good at maths at school. So I took that job on, and 15 years later, I'm very much in the same industry. Just worked my way up the ladder a little bit, but the foundations were there from when I left school, and I'm very much in a similar role to what I began at. So yeah, I definitely wouldn't have said that would have been my dream job. As a child, my dream job probably was to be a teacher. But yeah, being as impulsive as I am, I would definitely say that at 17, I just wanted my own money, and that dream sort of got shattered because I outweighed that actually I wanted to become a bit more independent. So I decided that I would rather leave school and go straight into a job rather than keep studying to become a teacher later on. My interests include things like your typical girl stuff, really. Shopping, socialising, hair and makeup. I love reading, and I love listening to music. I love watching YouTube videos. I love recording my YouTube videos. Definitely would say that's a new hobby of mine. And yeah, just your usual stuff. I am very fortunate. I have a large circle of friends, a great circle of friends that Jake expanded when I met him. I'm very close to a lot of his school friends, girlfriends, wives, partners. And I would definitely say the majority of them I would call very dear friends of mine now, that I would always speak to if I had a problem, or sometimes just want to hang out with them. And yeah, been a huge part of my life. So I also am extremely close to two of my bestest friends from school still. So as I said, like, I grew up in a great community, and I think that reflects on the fact that I'm still very, very close to my two best friends from school. One of them, she will be watching the video, so hello. She moved quite far away when she was 18, and another one moved down the road, so she's not too far from me, but we all still keep in regular contact. So I think that reflects massively on my childhood and how dear I hold these people in my life. And family wise, I have 2 younger sisters. So Daisy is 26 and Charlotte is 25. And Jake also has a sister called Naomi, and she's younger than Jake, and she lives in Greece, as do Jake's parents, because they all emigrated just shy of 20 years ago. But he's also extremely close to his family, considering the distance. We either try to go out to Greece as often as we can, or they do come here. Jake's parents always make a conscious effort to come over at least twice a year to see Jake. And yeah, he is very fortunate, as I am, to have the support of our family still closely by. My parents unfortunately split up about 5 years ago, but as I said, my family is still nearby. I've got mum and dad in separate locations but down the road from me. My sisters are close to me, so yeah, we are very fortunate to have a huge family support around us. And I've actually been with Jake now just shy of 10 years. So we've lived together for 9 years, and we bought our house, which we're in now, 5 years ago. And we have been married for 4 years this year, which will be in April. And yeah, we've had some great times together, and I would say the time has just flown past. So I met Jake through my first job, where I spoke to you guys about at the beginning of the video, and we wasn't actually working together at that point when we started going out. We'd met each other a few times on work social events, and I actually got asked to come back to one of the social events after I'd been made redundant. And that's when Jake and I got talking that night, and it literally was, the rest is history from that point. We swapped numbers that night and have been stuck together like glue ever since. So, and yeah, we bought this place 5 years ago, and this is probably one of the other interests I would probably say now, which could be relating to nesting. Now we've got Eliza, but I am looking to sort of put our stamp on here. When we bought this place, the vendor had renovated it because she'd had a huge claim go through. The roof had been blown off our property, so it was almost like a blank canvas when we bought here. And now Jake and I are starting to put our individual touch on here, and I'm really enjoying that. And it's making me fall in love with my home more and more. Where I would have been honest, about a year or so ago, I would have been tempted to move if possible. But it's just shown me to appreciate what we've got. And again, like one of my goals I've set for this year, like make the most of what you've got. So yeah, home interiors is definitely another interest that I would have added to my list a few minutes ago. I'm going to be doing these YouTube videos as a bit of a hobby. I enjoy doing them. I enjoy watching them. I enjoy watching other mums. I enjoy watching their home interiors, and I thought, do you know what? I look for the support through YouTube, so if I can provide that support for someone, and I've already made a few friendships out of my channel. A few people have got in contact, and we do support each other along the way. Then it's a great platform for that. And yeah, so hopefully many more videos to come. There's not too much more really to let you guys know. We've got 2 cats. We both are animal lovers. We love animals. But as I said, our house isn't particularly big, so we wouldn't be able to have a dog here, or even have the time to have a dog if I go back to work as well. We certainly wouldn't have the time for that. But yeah, both love our animals. We haven't been away too often in the last few years because I have been focused on the IVF, but Jake and I do like going out and exploring different places. And we are just very much a very normal couple. And yeah, that is us in a nutshell. So I hope you guys like this video. If you did, and you like these types of videos and think that I'm someone who you could relate to, then perhaps please do subscribe to my channel and do like this video, and that way I'll know that I'll be able to post you guys more videos. And yeah, thank you very much for all your support again. Take care, guys. Bye.